Welcome back to the arena. Today we are in the free-to-play account again. Yeah, I was not meaning to make every video about the free-to-play account, but right whenever I think that this account is going to have to slow down, take a break, take a step back, and just grind, we always get into a little bit of luck. We have right here one draft token. We can go into a premier draft and try to farm some cards. There was a special. I always check the store to see if there is a little something that we could use for our account, and yesterday I logged in just in time to see that I had 2 hours left to complete a daily or so in order to get one of these premier draft tokens, which we happily obliged. I went through, I grinded, I got the token, and here we are. We are at 2,240 gems in the arena, which gets us very close to our mastery pass, and as you can see, we are very close to another free draft, so it pays for itself over time. We are really hoping to get that value very soon, but today we are going to go into my first ever draft of Wilds of Eldraine. I have played a little bit on my other account. We did not actually draft. We did a sealed event, a couple of sealed events, to kind of get my feet wet on the so-called draft environment of Wilds of Eldraine. And today we are going to go in and try to get some more gems. It is possible that we get the gems that we need right now in order to get the mastery tree. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see if we actually could do it. Okay, so I haven't drafted this set a huge amount of times. Actually, I have drafted it exactly 0 times, but I did a pre-release at a local game store where we kind of talked about what we thought was good, what we thought wasn't good, etc., etc. You know the drill. And on top of that, I was able to do a couple of sealed events on my other account to practice up a little bit. I've read many of the cards, especially the blue-white, got through blue-white, drafted a lot of the green stuff, well, did the pre-release on a lot of the green stuff, let me correct myself a little bit, but I do understand how drafting works, and we're going to take a little bit of an advantage of that today. We're going to kind of use the bread method, but actually probably more rebied, and put the R before the B. Bread stands for bomb, removal, evasion, aggro, and then dud. That's how we want to draft things in those orders. Even if you get duds and they end up making the deck, it's not that big of a deal. But I think I want to prioritize removal over bombs, because from what I've seen, there's some removal in this set, but it's going to be few and far in between. And there's not a whole lot of what I would call premium removal. It's a little bit rough for the removal side of things, so we're going to really prioritize that stuff. And there's plenty of bombs in this set, not like game-ending S-tier bombs, but there's enough big creatures at the end of the game to make it kind of be a little bit less of a priority than actual removal itself. A lot of the creatures in here, I've noticed, are a little bit low on the power level. So once we find those dudes that are really large, then we can really take advantage of those moments. Let's get into the arena and see how this does. Since we are drafting in real time, there might be a little bit of a lag with what I am saying, because I've got to kind of look over the stuff pretty nicely. We do have this. Don't really care right now, I don't think. Got a questing druid. Wow, questing druid is back. Whenever you cast a white spell, blue one, any of the colors, you get a 1/1 counter on this thing. Destroy target creature an opponent controls with a mana value 2 or less. Create a food, do some other things. We could go food. I don't think that's a terrible idea at all. Whenever Aura enters a battlefield, draw a card with the lookout. I like that quite a bit. We also have the Candy Grapple. We are running out of time here. Maybe we're going Candy Grapple. As said, prioritize removal. So we're going to do it. We're going to grab the Grapple and hope for the best. Any good black cards? Some decent stuff. We could also get Torch the Tower. Black, red. Haven't drafted the red stuff at all. Food, stuff like that. Well, we could go with the Hollow Scavenger, I think. Yeah, I think that Hollowed Scavenger is fine here. I don't think we're going to be punished for the Scavenger. He probably makes a deck if we are in green-black. Destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less. I've been burned with this card in the pre-release. But we shall see. We shall see how it goes. Grabbing the removal. I do like Hopeless Nightmare. I think it is fine. Dream Spoilers can be nice. We also get the Scavenger again. Outrider, I think, is fine. Commune with Nature, I think, is fine. But if we're grabbing the spoiler here, we even out our creatures again. We also get, welcome to Sweet Tooth. Create a food. Put X by 1 counters where X is 1 plus the number of foods you control. We are creating a food with the Hollow Scavenger. We also get the Welcome to Sweet Tooth. This is more suited for like a black-blue Dimir kind of deck. Fairy stuff. So we're going to grab the food guy. Welcome to Sweet Tooth. Perfect. Royal Roll. Royal Roll is one of my least favorite rolls, though the Ward 1 is kind of good. I think Ego Drain is looking for a Dimir build. So, probably... Probably Royal Treatment. It protects a creature for a turn. I think that's fine. Draw some cards with the Quick Study, which I wouldn't mind splashing blue in here, really. The Coven is good even if we're not splashing blue. For 4, our opponent discards a card. Usually they're discarding bombs at that stage in the game, or possibly discarding land that gets to the bomb. I could see a lot of uses for how a Coven could be fine here. We're going to draft it and we're going to go. -X. That creature gets an additional -3. -3 till the end of turn if you control a fairy. The -X is fine in and of itself. But we do have a Witch Stalker who really wants to find Gruul. But could be good here. Or blue and green. So Simic. We're going to grab the removal. As said, I am focusing primarily removal at first. More food. How many creatures do we have? Only 2 creatures, so we definitely have to get some more creatures. Turn target creature from your graveyard to your hand seems fine. Just a battlefield under your control. Draw a card. Whenever an aura. We don't have any auras. We're likely not to get it. Well, we could get a couple of auras, right? Not right now. We will. We'll work on some auras. I think Lookout is really fine. I also think that Return from the Wilds is decent. White is wide open. That is something we have to keep in mind. Wilds. Commune with Nature or the Verdant Outrider. Got 4 creatures. Maybe we're getting the Outrider here. And putting it on the sideboard for now. Of course, we will another one of this mediocre card. A beautifully mediocre card. And Leaping Ambush is fine. Wrinkles Perink. Choose 1 or more. Each player discards 2 cards. Each player loses 4 life. Each player sacks 2 creatures. We also get Greta. Yep. Greta is fantastic. Fantastic, and we're going to go a little bit further into food stuff, I think. Wrinkle Prank. Wrinkle's Prank is very decent, though. I do like that card. Easily, Greta is the pick, though. Gura. Not really going to come up. I don't think that that's where we want to be. Don't think that any of this stuff is where we want to be. Red is wide open, though. Monstrosity creates a food token, so we probably will prioritize that. Monstrosity. My bad. Monstrosity. Look at that. Little candy cane guy. I like it. I'm okay with the artwork of this set. I'm just okay with it. I really like the really dark, evil, muhahaha art, but this art is a nice little change of pace. Tough Cookie. We could get a Tough Cookie. It does count as a food token, right? No? It's a food golem. I think Tough Cookie is really good, though, because if we're going to get a lot of the food stuff going on, we're going to really want that little fight spell. Would like a little bit more recursion. Would like a little bit more in the way of... We got some removal. A decent amount. Green looks to be decently open. Blue looks to be wide open. White seems to be wide open. But maybe that's just this pack. Any number of target enchanted creatures you control. And up to one other creature you control. Each deal damage to... Yes. Graceful Takedown is making the deck. We have only 7 creatures, so kind of prioritizing some creatures now. Yeah. Okay. We don't have anything with 5 or greater, but will we? When it enters the battlefield, if it's a bargain, exile target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. Could be good. When this enters the battlefield, create a food token. Well, that's exactly what we want to be doing. So we're going to grab that. We get another Sweet Tooth. Royal Treatment is fine. We also get another Feed the Cauldron. I think we go with the Sweet Tooth. We're going all in. We are going all in to the food deck. Right out, I don't think is where we want to be here. Kind of duds. All of them. Stopgap, probably not a good dud. But let's grab the Ambush. That actually has a chance of being seen. I wonder how this gets passed to us. The Omen. Maybe it doesn't quite do what I want it to do. We're going to rare draft it, though. Huh. Mana Ramp. Never looked bad to me. A little bit of ramp. Monster Roll. We're going to really have to prioritize bombs now. Sacrifice of food. Draw a card, lose a life. It's good. The fight is fine. We'll let it auto draft that. We're going to grab another witch. And here we're just taking the Coral Smith. I think it's a fine creature. Prowler, probably. Wait. We get more food stuff. Let's do that. Let's grab the tracker. And then spider food is just fine. So, on to pack 3. And here we go. Looking for bombs. Eaten by Nightmares, nice little premium removal. We'll take that. This is not going well. We need creatures. We need creatures badly. Badly. Another Greta. I think we grabbed the other Greta. So we have 2 Gretas. There we go. Luck's kind of turning around on us just a little bit. We got a Hamlet Glutton here. That is fantastic. Hopeless Nightmare is also an option for this deck. Not Dead After All is definitely an option for this pick. But We want the glutton. Scavenger. Sacrifice a food, it grows. And we also get to create a food. So we're going to grab the scavenger. I think it's great in this deck, actually. I'm really hoping I didn't fall into a trap. Feed the cauldron. A second one of those. We got a lot of food running around. Okay. A little bit of recursion with the Vanguard here. We could also grab the Tracker, but I really think Vanguard's a lot better. And it's a nice 2-drop, and we don't have a lot of those. We don't have a lot of things. Okay. Okay. This spell was bargain. Look at the top card of your library and then put up to one of them back on top of your library. The rest on the bottom. You draw 2 cards to lose 2 life. Some card draw. I think that makes the deck, actually. Ego Drain probably doesn't make the deck, but a Royal Treatment probably does. They give a creature hexproof. We only have 15 creatures, so all 15 creatures are going to make the deck. I think. Okay. Just grabbing some uncommons for the collection here. First time we really got cut out of a space. Let's grab this. Yeah, we're going to be a little bit fast in this one. Tons of 1-drops. Probably some of those are getting cut. 2-drops are probably not being cut. But we're going to take a look at that here in just a moment. Not quite. Spider food. Kind of okay. Got 2 of them here. Not dead after all. He breathes yet. Probably going to be good for this deck. Yeah, that goes into the sideboard. And we end with a Tracker. Okay, sideboard. Cool. So, we have drafted our deck. And lo and behold, I don't know how good this actually is. We're definitely going to have to make some cuts. We have 16 creatures. So we got there. We got to a spot where we have a decent amount of creatures. We probably want to have 15 or 16 creatures. 17 is usually best, maybe. But we shall see. Starting this off, we're going to split this. C, R, T, C, R. There we go. Yeah, I did it right. No 1-drops for creatures. That is fine. Monstrosity is good. This is fine. If we ever get to get an enchantment on the field, we get to do the thing. We got a couple cards that do it. And to create some food with the tough cookie, which makes some food. This makes some food. Archaeologist makes a royal token. Cut this. I think. Cut this. We have plenty of better removal. Makes food, also removal. Kind of a scry ability, but a force 1 to the bottom. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Fine enough. Down to 30 cards. We have 15 creatures. 15 non-creatures. So we're cutting some non-creatures. Fairy Fencing, I think, stays in. Let me look at how much removal I have. We got the Candy Grapple, which is fine. It's -3/-3. Fairy Fencing, that's 2. Graceful Takedown, that's 3. Though we don't really have any big creatures, so Graceful Takedown probably making its way out of the deck. 2 Sweet Tooths, which I like. 2 of the Feed the Cauldron, which is fine. That's fine. We kind of want one of these to make that monster roll, especially to put it on. Man, we don't have any big creatures at all. Maybe a flyer. We also have Taken by Nightmares to deal with premium spells. This is tough. I don't know if I fell into too much of a trap, but we got to cut at least 5 cards. Creatures, we need the creatures. We need the Sweet Tooth. We need the Grapple. This can go. Leaping Ambush. Royal Treatment I think is fine, so Not Dead After All takes the cut here. Okay, so 3 cards need to go. 3 cards. Royal Treatment, giving my dudes hexproof. Seems great, especially targeting a Greta here. You can give things ward. Food. This is food. And target player loses 2 life. But we want to be sacrificing food to draw more cards. Or putting 1/1 counters on things. Tough Cookie turns food into 4/4s. That's pretty crazy, actually, if you really think about it. Then you can finally sacrifice the Tough Cookie to gain 3 life. Love the flavor of this card. Absolutely fantastic. We got tons of food. A little bit of draw power with Rowan's Grim Search as well as Greta. And I think I do want both. Candy Grapple definitely stays. Hard cuts here. Maybe Fairy Fencing doesn't make it, but I really think that it's a really late game kill a creature that's going to give you trouble as well as taken by nightmares. And the only other stuff we could get -5/-5, which I think hits almost everything outside of what the blue dragon guy as well as a couple of green cards. There might be a red card that is bigger. So maybe Candy Grapple is staying in. Feed the Cauldron, having 2 of those is fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 removal spells. That's a lot of removal. That is a lot of removal. But hey, all of our guys are very small for the most part outside of the Hamlet Glutton. So if we are very, very small, we have to make sure the opponent is not allowed to have creatures on the battlefield. But 1-for-1 removal. Hopefully they don't have the little twofers. The little 2-for-1 guys. That's going to really put a dent in our plans. I don't think this is a brilliant deck, but I think that it's going to be good enough for at least 4 wins. If we could get it rolling. And that's just me speaking out my little tushy before we actually get into the matches. Maybe we are getting rid of 1 Royal Treatment here. Going down to just 1 of those. This creates humans. Put X/1/1 counters on target creature you control, where X is 1 plus the number of food you control. So no matter what, it puts a 2/2 counter or 2 1/1 counters on something. Man, oh man. I don't know, guys. I have no idea what to cut. Curse the Werefox. We're gonna cut that mostly because the only thing that's really gonna be big enough to kill things in here, and this is really sad, is Hamlet Glutton. So, fight spells, not so great in this particular deck. Maybe we are cutting 1 more creature. I like this stuff. Like, I like most of this stuff. That's the problem. We're going to keep the Royal Treatment. We're going to get rid of the Leaping Ambush. Okay, and we are also going to have just 16 lands in the deck because most of our drops are 2 and 3 drops. Just a couple of 4 and 1, 7 drop. We can bargain. And if I'm not mistaken, you can sacrifice any artifact or enchantment or token to cast a spell. So we could sacrifice a food, cast him for, what is that? 3 and 2 is 5. Yeah, American schools, guys. American schools. What is our split? Oh, absolutely right down the middle. That makes mana very easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And which way do we want to offset this? Anything that costs 2 of things. Yep, a couple, 1 of each. So maybe we're grabbing 1 more swamp. We have a little bit of ramp here. Maybe I'm justifying that correctly. Will we have to use Fawn to use a different color? Fawn might be a little bit weak in here. Maybe Spell, Scorn, Coven, but I'm not 100% sold on this card. except for the actual thing. You know, the 2/3 flyer for 4 that makes the opponent discard a card. I think it's pretty good value. Gets rid of a card, and if they remove it, it gets rid of 2 cards. Takes 2 cards to get rid of the spell Scorn Coven. So, fantastic stuff. Oh boy, here we go. I think that this might be it. Let's look around a little bit more and see if we want to splash anything. Looks like we were able to pick up a lot of green. Is nobody playing green right now? Okay, Lord of the Rings, the draft environment. Green was not good in Lord of the Rings at all. But this is a different format. Here, I think green is pretty solid. Well, fortune favors the brave. We will get into some matches. We will see how this bad boy does. And, oh, hang on. We want to change our image, right? We don't want that guy there. We're going to be Big Green Mean Machine. The Green Mean Machine, yeah. Green Mean Munchies. There we go. The Green Mean Munchies. That is our deck name. The Green Mean Munchies. And I think we're good to go. Okay. We have the Witch. We have a couple of the Cauldrons, which is fantastic. Start off with the Evolving Wilds. Get our mana fixed. Move into Sweet Tooth into Genealogist. A couple of Feed the Cauldrons to slow the game down a little bit. I think it's keepable. Pass to the opponent. Let's try to hide the green just a little bit longer. Helpless Nightmare. Okay, well, we got to discard a card. Genealogist. That's really rough. Green. I kind of want to have that early game interaction with the opponent with Feed the Cauldron up and ready to go. Now he gets to scry a couple, but I think it's not a bad idea to put Welcome to Sweet Tooth out. Try to get some pressure on this field a little bit. Start creating our food. Get some value going for us. Crystal Grotto, a fantastic way to kind of start your mana base off. Though it's fine. It's fine. It's a fine card. It gets reprinted so often. Just because it's fine enough. We get to create some food. And since it's my turn, I could create a food token if I remove the Barrow Naughty. Or the Barrow Naughty. So he's trying to do fairies, huh? We're going to do this as a value play for right now. It has evasion. I don't like evasion against me. Swing in for 1. Now we are going to get 3 1/1 counters on this human. I think that's fine. I think that is just fine. Okay, really prioritizing these enchantments here. Beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, create a 2/2 Griffin. Well, okay, well we have a 4/4. And it deals the damage. Does the business. Let's get Sweet Tooth. More food. More food. All of the food. Pass the turn. 7 damage on board. Ginger Brute. You gonna give him the haste, or the can't be blocked by creatures with, except by creatures with haste? Okay, fine, fair enough. Do you want to do it? Now, Wicked. This has, I lose a life, right? Yeah, I lose a life. Okay, I don't care about that at all. We swing. Down to 8, baby. As I said, the way we built this deck is a little bit aggressive. Neva. Oh. Return target creature or enchantment from your graveyard to your hand. When an enchantment you control is put into the graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on Neva. Well, that's the problem with Feed the Cauldron, actually. Oh, it's only a 2/2. Oh, we're fine. We are fine. It's only a 2/2. Now, if we can find a way to pump the witch, just 1 damage, we win. Oh, are you going to swing there, buddy? That would be a little bit aggressive. Go to my turn. Wow. Can't do this side. Now. Feed the cauldron. Target the brute. We got this crap. That's fine. That's fine. Everything is fine. That costs 2. Swing. Did he not block? Oh, you fool. You sad fool. You will lose 2 life. We will sacrifice a food and onward to game 2. I know reading is hard, but sometimes it is better to read the cards. Read the cards. Onward and outward. Only 2 mana. But we do have Welcome to Sweet Tooth to get a 1/1 going, get some food rolling. We also have the Sweet Tooth Rich if we could get 1 more mana, then we can sacrifice that food and opponent loses 2 life. I was hoping that was draw card. Maybe I should read the cards. We'll keep it. I don't like keeping 2 mana hands, especially the way the shuffler works. Sometimes with the shuffler, if you have 3 lands, you'll draw a decent amount of lands and a decent amount of non-lands. Less than that, instead of drawing land more frequently, it seems like you draw land a little bit less frequently. If you have 4 or more lands in hand, it's the exact opposite. So like the opposite that happens in real life happens. We're going to start with Welcome to Sweet Tooth and pass the turn. I don't know, that is my experience. But my experience has failed because we did draw a swamp. Archivist. Oh, okay, that could be good. Again, we are starting the exact same way we did the last time. We go with the witch, we swing. We don't have any white that we see, therefore, we don't think that he's just gonna nuke him on his turn. And there is an outrider. Makes his boy really big. Maybe we're just growing the witch. Making a really big witch. It's 3 1/1 counters. So this would be a 6/5. I don't know. That seems alright. A 6/5 witch. And a little 1/1 to hold some blockers back. Swing in for 6. Top 4 cards your library. Oh, we are not bargaining this if we do it. It's an instant. Make him discard? We don't need to draw cards quite yet. Get the flyer down and make him discard opponent. Gets rid of green mana. Hopefully he's stuck on mana then. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Of course not. Oh, Bitter Chill. That's a little rough. What do you do? We could block with the Coven. Okay, base power and toughness of 1. That's really rough. Well, we move on. Monstrosity is fine. We're getting to the point where we are going to have to draw some cards. Drop this. Swing. Down to 11 past the turn. We have plenty of food to sacrifice as well. We can sacrifice for the Hamlet Glutton to have him come out for 5. Maybe that was the right move there, but, you know, beggars, choosers. We haven't found any of our removal. He isn't going to do anything here. Let's bargain it. sack the 1/1. We need to look at 4, right? And then put 2 into your library. Choose up to 2. Put 2 of them into your library. Ordering will be done in the next step. We're going to put this and this into the library, and that's fine. Wait, what? Oh, no! New cards, guys. I think I just killed myself. Greta to the bin. Candy Grapple to the bin. I think we won that if I hadn't made a goof. Right. Alright, get your head back into it. We still have a chance here. Swing for 3. Trades. Awesome. That's what we wanted to see. Now, bargain it. Oh boy, I cannot believe I did that. But we do have a big threat on the field. He has 3 damage on the field. He does have a 3/4. Probably has more of this tapping crap. Not very happy with what we just did there. Not very happy at all. We got rid of the Candy Grapple, which dealt with the Channel of Tails, and we got rid of the Greta, which allows us to draw cards and get back into the game. Man, oh man, is that bad news for us. Well, alright. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand. He has a hold for some reason. Man, oh man, I cannot believe we just did that. Not we. You didn't do that. I did that. Okay, we return it to our hand. Or our library. Put it on top. Feed the Cauldron can kill this, but he hasn't done anything with it. I don't know if I care about the food at all. Sacrifice a food, opponent loses 2 life. We could still do this with the Sweet Tooth Witch. It's rough. It's rough. We put ourselves in hard mode. Goes to my turn. Okay. Well, let's do this. Make him lose 2 life. Sacrifice one of the foods. Go to my turn. Just pay for him. Flat out pay. If we lose a turn here to a removal spell. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Pass back to the opponent. We will get around this somehow. It's a 4-drop. And I think we actually did kill ourselves. I really think we killed ourselves. Oh boy, I haven't read how that worked. Now we know. Now we know for the future. Man, what a disappointing match. I'm just thinking this would be off the field. Other things would be off the field. Opponent swinging in for 3 damage. That's fine. Let's see what we draw. Huh. Lots of little drops. That's good. Hit him. Sack that. My turn. My god. The flood starts here, guys. We're gonna hold it. Man. It has been downhill since we did that. Alright, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. We take it. Down to 7 ourselves. Now, we have to draw a real magic card. Poke him in the face. Sack that. Oh my god. Oh boy. Alright. This happens. This happens. This is why people uninstall Magic the Gathering Arena right here. Yeah, you have your fun. Since this is the free-to-play account, I've got to try to win still. It's a lot. That is an awful lot. Yep, Questing Druid comes down. Understandable. And all swing, I have to block the most damage. That goes away. And this is very disappointing. Okay. I think we had that game if we played that card right. I think we had it. Man, oh man. Let's look at it. If this spell was bargain, look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put 2 of them back on top of your library in any order and the rest into your graveyard. Alright, now we know. Now we know. And that, my friends, is why my YouTube name is CoffeeStout. It's been my gamer tag for years. Let's not try to pump it up any more than it already is. Awesome, right? Okay. Let's go into the match. It's a good hand. We got 2 Welcome to the Sweet Tooths. We get to create a bunch of big dudes. Look at that. Even a Monstrosity. Alright, we got a 1/1. You gonna tap it? Oh, you gotta read the Sweet Tooth? Okay. You gonna kill it? No. Not yet. Thinking about it. 3rd mana. Looks like we're in Azorius. Mills. Okay, we get some food. We drop the Witch. We create a food. We swing for 1. We pass the turn. Opponent. Bet you never know what we're going to do next. Well, he's got the tap deck, so we were punished pretty heavily with tap effects in the last round. Again, cursed. This is the exact, almost the exact same way the other one was, the previous round. Oh, let's grow the Witch, I think. You might have slowed me down, but you have not defeated me. Make the Witch bigger. What do we want to do here? We do a couple of things. I think we swing for 4. 4's a lot of damage in this format. Or so it seems. Blocks? Yeah, blocks. Why? Okay. Fine by me. Then we play our turn. We could get a Monstrosity and a Welcome to Sweet Tooth out. And I think that that's the way we want to do things. Make another 1/1. Welcome to Sweet Tooth, sir. Where all of our creatures are big and bulky. Just everybody's on a sugar high. We don't get a scoop here. We have 2 removals in the hand and 1 royal treatment to give a thing a hex proof and create a royal roll token attached to it. My god. Using some baby talk here. Prowler comes out. Not scared by Prowler. All swing. Do we protect the Monstrosity? Probably not. Huh. We will protect this, though. Awesome. That's perfect. Gets some damage off, kills a creature, pass the turn. We still have that roll on it that makes it a base power and toughness of 1. Cursed. I actually like the cursed roll quite a bit. There's a card that makes like all of your opponent's creatures cursed. It's pretty crazy. Yep, that's fine. Do I control a fairy? Of course not. Sleight of hand. It's fine. That's a fine card. We've got some good removal. My turn. Greta. Greta looks really good. Put it over here. We're going to move into swings. He's been really into, what shall you call it? Blocking. Yeah, chumping away. There it is again. He says, oops. Don't know why. Maybe he has a board wipe? It is possible. We pass. We have plenty of pressure on the field. We don't need to play out more. He's got to do something quite spectacular here to get back into this game. He could have a board wipe. There is one. Oh. Well, for crying out loud. Put some lipstick on me and call me Betty. That ain't going to hurt us at all. I was worried about board wipe. Oh boy says oops. Oh boy says oops. Maybe he's saying oops to what he's doing. That could be the case. Really like the art of this this arena here. You know, you got your reindeer. It's winter. It's fall, I guess. Spring and summer. Something like that. I think that they're doing the 4 seasons on here. I think it's really cool. It's like a fairy tale book. Let's move on. Make him discard, then swing? Or, better yet, just sack some foods. Can you do anything? Nope, he does not. Well, that gives us a free range to do it again. And move on to the next match. If nothing happens, nothing happens. Okay, outside of that misplay on round 2, rounds 1, round 3 went spectacularly well. And now we get 2 packs. We get 250 gems. One more win puts us to 500, and that's how you know you're getting good value. Let's go. Three mana in hand. That's what we like to see. Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. The hand is a little bit awkward, right? We do have removal. Ah, man. Okay, this is a little awkward. This is worse. Keep it. That's the problem with Mulligan. We do have a monstrosity we could start off with. Hopefully we draw the forest for the Root Rider Spawn. Alright, looks like we're making a good old cut here. Opponent might not be there. Alas, he is. He decides to keep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He did mull 1. Hey, we did it. We drew the mana. Monstrosity. Pass. Red. Gruul. Should have some creatures in there. 1, 2, Hasty Boy. The question is, does he block? Let's drop a mana. Show that we're dedicating maybe some mana to this part of the stage. He does not do anything. Let's go with the Sweet Tooth. I can think we're pretty dedicated to food. We are pretty dedicated to food in this deck. We don't have anything in hand that signifies that. But it's a draft deck, guys. It's not going to be everything you've ever hoped for. Iron Crag, not a great drop for the opponent. Maybe with Gruul, he wants to grow. He wants, you know, to gain some mana. So maybe it's good. Well, that is absolutely perfect. We also get a Sweet Tooth? Say no more. Say no more. We don't need to bargain this. We kill that. We drop Sweet Tooth. We create a 1/1. We get some damage off. Draw a card, lose a life. He can do that. Wait, no, he doesn't have the black. So he loses the Dread Knight. Nope, he's going to make sure he gets it back. That's fine. If he dedicates this turn to just getting that back, losing a life, I'm happy. Fencing Fairy. Thinking. We could kill that again. And then we're swinging in for 7. Yeah, baby. Let's do that. Pay 2. Kill this. Auto pay. Swing for 7. And the next turn we can win just the same way we did the last time with the Sweet Tooth Witch. If he doesn't kill the Witch. But even if he kills the Witch, we still have Monstrosity. We still have the, you know, the 1/1 that's going to become a little bit bigger. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, man. You're good. Make that bigger. Only 1 white up, so we are... Oh, he's at 6? Ugh. Okay, well, we're going to have to swing. Yeah, he sees it. He sees it. He's out. 3 wins and 1 unfortunate loss. All right, we got our 3 wins. Now it's just upside after this. Immediate food token with a Hollow Scavenger into a Tough Cookie. You get another food. Candy Grapple. Fairy Fencing. A lot of interaction. The Candy Grapple and the Fairy Fencing. We get a lot of food early on. Yeah, make some food. Start this thing off the right way. Hey, you get a knight. Congratulations, sir. Dropping the Tough Cookie. I would say it evens out the board, but it kind of doesn't. Yep, we take. We take it. What else? Oh my word. Does not create the sorcerer role. Could do a couple of things here. We could make one of our cookies a 4/4. I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to. Is it too early in the game to do so? You know what? For the lulz, we're going to do it. Let's turn this into a 4/4. Roar! There we go. 4 damage. Pass the turn. That was for the lulz. Now it's time to get serious. I was hoping to pull a block there. We did not. Coming in for 4. Here's the thing. Did we go ahead and trade off this Tough Cookie? I think not. We take. We take down to 14. He passes. No kidding. I was not expecting that. Kill that. Swing. He takes it. We drop the Vanguard. He's gonna scry here. Probably looking for some removal. He's bound to have some in white-black. Pass the turn. 4 cards in hand. What do you do? Plays a plains. Copy all. And got 3 cards in hand. Now, if he makes me sack my cookie, I'm sad. And there it is. He creates a role for his Sage. Is this the one that scries? No, this is the one that just makes me lose life. Not sure if I'm worried about that. He's only got 2 cards in hand, though, so the removal is probably good. 1, 2, 3. Killing the Sage. I lose 1 life and swing for 3. Down to 11. We have more cards than the opponent. I always say that that's important. Return target creature or enchantment from your graveyard to your hand, and the opponent is right back into it. Makes the boy bigger. I should have swung first. Okay, fine. I'll swing now. Down to 8. I can do this at any time, right? So I'm going to pass. Sacrifice food. It doesn't say anything about doing it as a sorcery, so we are good there. He could play this, but I still think he's a little bit behind here, especially with all the food that we have. If he swings, we can't block with the Greta. Oh! Oh boy. Okay. Well, what are you targeting? The Greta, of course. Well, we are going to lose a life. We'll draw. Feed the Cauldron. Not good enough. Alright. Comes on in for 3. We draw mana. Oh boy. It's going to be one of those kinds of matches. You could kill this. Take 5. Well, that's 3. Puts him at 5. We only have enough for 4 damage. No. Kill that. Swing. Witch. Is a witch going to win every round for us? Have 4 food. That's big. Can you find a way to get 4 more damage off with that? You cannot Titanic Growth, thank God. Needs to find a way to kill the witch. This does not do it. Okay, so we should be good. Long pause by the opponent. Maybe he sees it. He's reading the witch. It is a clock. Do you have an answer? He does not. Oh, this is the 3rd game in a row that the witch has won. Let's take a look at the all-star right here. Sweet Tooth Witch, and what a beauty she is. Absolutely gorgeous. I wouldn't say no, right? We are going for yet another pack and up to 1,600 gems. And oh man. Green mana, 2 of them. We do have a Sweet Tooth, and yeah, we haven't had trouble on mana yet. And we have 4 wins and 1 loss, so right now I'm pretty happy with where we are. And we are welcomed with a Warehouse Tabby. Not great. Make some food. Give me food. I have the munchies, and the only thing to cure that is with monster candy. Passes to us another green. Ooh, that's not great. Well, we dropped the welcome to Sweet Tooth. No blue, so no absolute counter spell, so maybe he's removing the 1/1. We can drop the Scavenger. Alright, gives himself a roll. Deals the damage. Does the deed. Swings in for 2. We finally found the black. That is really good. We have Greta. We have Candy Grapple. We are going to play the Scavenger instead, because we need something to put the 1/1 counters on. Scavenger is just as good as anybody else. He makes his own food token. He plays more removal. Alright. He is down to 2 cards. Copy that. Perfect tapping from the auto tapper. And let's go ahead and Tell the opponent that, yeah, some removal is good, but a little bit too much of a, what would you say, addiction to it might not be the greatest. Drops more mana. 2 cards in hand. He does scare me a little bit because that was pretty nice wiping out my early game. But we've got value for days, boys. Taken by Nightmares cannot be played quite yet. Another monster token. Well, alright. Still cannot be played well. Make a food. Drop the boy or drop the Greta? We're going to drop the boy. And of course, we're going to hold up 1. We can pump it 1. I don't think we're going to be wanting to do that. If only we had 1 more black mana, equal amounts of forests and swamps. So whoever shuffled this doesn't quite know how to shuffle. We'll take the block. See if he has a trick. I'm going to guess he does. He does not. Okay. Perfect. Make the boy bigger. 6/6. That is fantastic. Swinging in. Let's see if he has some sort of removal. Negative. At least he didn't use it. Well, we'll drop the Greta. Try to start drawing some cards. He's going to pop his food. I don't know. I guess we are playing in silver, so I shouldn't be too surprised here. Pops more food. I was actually popping food like that in the pre-release at the game store, and I made sure people knew, I know you're not supposed to play food like this. I made sure they knew that I knew that. Okay, that's fine. He kills my 6/6. That was actually a 1/1. Pass to my turn. Oh my word. Where in the heck is my black mana? It's absolutely incredible. We're swinging. Drop the witch. Make another food token. Pass the turn. It's looking good so far. Sentinel of Lost Lore. Don't know this card. Return target card you own in exile that has an adventure into your hand. Put target card you don't own in exile that has an adventure on the bottom of its owner's library, or exile target player's graveyard and the opponent scoops it up. Didn't really have much to give that card value, right? Like, he could have returned this to his hand, created a monster token, put it on him. But, I mean, we have Taken by Nightmares whenever we get it. We've got 12 damage right here from just these things. We have Greta in hand. Yeah, we'll take it. Kind of a strange play sequence by the opponent. Maybe not the largest drafter that ever existed, but we are happy with the results. We are happy. Man, this is enough for the Mastery Pass, by the way. So we are going to be getting that at the end of this video. We'll get some food early on. Genealogist, I don't quite like that well. No black mana once again. If we draw 1 black mana, this is a pretty okay hand. I'm going to keep it because I've been hurt by mulliganing in this very set. We do have, what is it, 5 wins, 1 loss, so I'm happy to drop a game due to keeping a greedy hand. I'm willing to do it. It's for the lulz. We get a swamp. We get a long pause before the Dream Thief comes out. Enters the battlefield's Surveil 1, and somehow whoever shuffled this deck shuffled all the green mana to the top of it. Again, this is the 2nd game in a row. I need to hire another shuffler for this deck. Somebody else has to take over the shuffling, because whoever's doing it right now does not know what they are doing. Okay. Well, passing back to the opponent, 1 black mana would be fantastic instead of drawing all of our green at once. Same amount of each of those in the deck, by the way. Taking 2. dropping Savior of the Sleeping. Oh man, do we just drop this because we can't? Oh my god. Alright, there's another black card. We drop the Scavenger and pass. He might try to keep that Savior of the Sleeping alive. So Hollow Scavenger might survive here. Unless he has removal. This guy must have needed a win. That's what I'm going with. Oh my god. Yep, that is another forest, folks. And we are basically told we don't get to play magic cards in this one. We're just going to scoop it up, keep our dignity a little bit, so he just doesn't beat us to death over the next 2 or 3 turns. Ouch. That one hurt. The frustrations of Magic the Gathering Arena. You saw it in person. But we still have 5 wins, 2 losses. Let's go try to get the rubber match. Try to get up to number 6. And then we're on death row right now. 5 wins, 2 losses. Next loss kills us. Therefore, somebody... I'm going to fire whoever was shuffling the cards before, and we're hiring a new person right now. Oh, thank you very much. Welcome to the team. Shuffle this deck and don't make it garbage. And here we go. It is pretty bad. It's not great. We do have some things we could do. We have 4 mana. So we know that we're always going to be hitting our stuff. We drew a 5th mana. So again, whoever's shuffling this, let's do less mana now. Fewer manas. We have plenty for the game. Oh, done complaining. Scavenger makes a food token, and he has another food token. That's a really good hand. It's a shame he wasn't able to do one of them on turn 1, but I guess getting the cottage out. Cottage is very dangerous. Didn't see the cottage. Now I do. Forest. Get the swamp out. Play the monstrosity past the turn. Well, I guess if we're going to flood, Hamlet Glutton is a really good draw for us. Uh-huh. What was that? Scry to the top? Didn't quite look at that. It's okay. We are fine. I am nice and happy, and we are going to monstrosity him. Another mana. Okay. Swing. Takes it. Feed the cauldron. Make some food past the turn. We can almost get the glutton out, so things are looking up. So it gets a 1/1. We get a Greta. Forest. He definitely blocks that. But we can put the Genealogist out. Put the Royal Token on the Monstrosity. Or Monstrosity. Swing for 4. Pretty good sized swing for this format. Takes the block. Passes the turn. Okay, so we've dealt with his board state fairly well. He has more food than we do. Ouch. Not like this. Could get the Greta running. We at least get 1 card off of it. So we're going to do it. And pass. And he has Welcome to Sweet Tooth. Fairy Fencing is an instant, by the way. And that is a fantastic card. Uh-huh. Goes to my turn. I'm going to sack a food because we need to draw ourselves out of this. No mana, no mana, no mana. No mana. All right, it is not mana. Whew. The things you've got to do to not get mana in this format. Incredible. Why don't you discard that card you have in your hand? Could be removal, so do it now. Swing. Ah, got him. Right. I always forget about that. That's fine. We have enough mana to get rid of the 1/1 if he tries to target it with something crazy. He creates a food token this time. Now Sweet Tooth is going to do some crazy stuff next turn. So we want to make sure to keep our mana up for next turn. He drops a land. That's fine. We are happy with this. Alright, sacking of food. I'm going to lose a life, gain a card. And it is mana ramp, of course. Huh, we can handle his whole field. This is an instant, and this is an instant. Cute. Do we just want to, like, swing in the air for 2? No, he's going to tap it. He does indeed. No attacks. Pass. See where he targets. He targets the 1/1. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to pay 1 and kill it. What did you draw? Did you draw something to make that not a good move? You did not. Alright, that pause had me scared. If he swings with the Hollowed Scavenger. Oh, okay. Okay, forgot about the 4/4. Monster roll. He taps it. Huh. Let's bargain this. Target that. Sacking the last food. -5, -5. Is that scoopable? Well, a 0/0 does no damage to me. Yep, that is scoopable. Whew, I totally forgot about that creature land there. Totally forgot, but we got through it. See, I can now pretend that we had planned that. We totally planned it. Sometimes it is good to flood. 6 wins, 2 losses, and we are rolling right along in this first draft of Wilds of Eldraine. Wow. Holy crap, whoever is shuffling my deck now seems to be doing okay. We don't have any food synergy, but we'll draw them. We do have a Witch to start to get some food going. We have a bit of ramp. Especially if he removes a Fawn, we are very happy. Let's drop a Forest past the turn. And we are on the play as well. This is the rubber match. And we're facing a guy in bronze. Could be his first draft on Arena, so that doesn't say anything to us. Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth is phenomenal. No attacks. Past the turn. Opponent. Could have probably gotten a damage off there. Gruul. So Fawn is good for him. Fawn is not really good for us. We just didn't have a whole lot of options. Ugh, a 4/4 already. Black. Let's go with the Witch. Got 2 mana available. Nothing to really do with it. We definitely don't want to do anything hasty. He's got the aggression. The Golfang probably getting some damage off here. Checks the Witch. Stops checking the Witch. First main. What are we doing? All right. Here we go. Opponent is ready. He decides he is going to swing for 4. I'm going to let that pass. And now the wait begins again. Nope. Here he is. Second main. Gorok Uprising. Can't do much about that. So we let it pass. We let it pass. And it looks like the opponent's got the advantage here. Found his mana. All the good things. Still second main. What else do you want to do? You got 1 mana available. So he has something he could do. And the ropes continue. The greatest strategy is putting your opponent to sleep. And we move on to my turn. Don't want to do anything here. Oh my word. We draw a mana. We grow the witch. We want to get above the Galfang. We're not swinging. And we'll put the tracker out. I think that is fine. We're going to have to draw our way out of this. Opponent definitely has the upper hand here. Maybe we are swinging with that witch, if I could go back. But we do have the Greta to start drawing some cards. This is where the value failed. First game we lost. It was because I don't know how to read cards. Second game we lost, I think it was the one we just flooded. Right, and this might be the third one. Okay, now he has haste. Congratulations. He was already good to go. But he does create some food. Comes out with a 2/2. Copy. Totally fine. Now swings. No swings. That is unfortunate. That's to a target player. We'll go to my turn. Well, alright. We're good at drawing lands. Greta. Resolves. We create a food. Here's the thing. Let's see how hasty of a boy he is. Maybe this is wrong, but I'm to that point where it's just like I want this to start happening. I know it's wrong, but we're swinging. He chumps with the scavenger. Interesting. Does he have mana? No? Yeah, he does. Oh, he does. Alright, as said, I knew it was wrong. 3, 4, 5. Well, we don't activate as a sorcery. Alright, well, he doesn't have any food left. Yeah, that was me trying to be hasty, trying to speed him up a little bit. It was wrong, and I knew it. Forgot about the fawn. We're just going to have to slow things down and think through. It fights. So he's going to fight the Greta. Well played. As said, rank doesn't really matter at all. But the roping skills is phenomenal with this guy. Sack of food. Draws a card, please. More mana. Sacks of food. We gotta get to not mana. Not mana, not mana, not mana. Not mana. Does that kill Galfang? No, it does not. So, okay. He's swinging? Let's try to block. Of course, he has a combat trick. Very good one. Another Feed the Cauldron. Well, I guess we're popping a Feed the Cauldron, killing his mana ramp. Feed the Cauldron doesn't work anymore. Okay. Well, I think he's got it, but we, again, really flooded here. And, of course, that overly hasty move with the Witch really hurt us. Gets a 5/4 menace, draws a card. Got a good rule deck going. That trample. Down 2/3. Popping a food. That's got trample as well. Yep, it had to be a great draw, and that is not a great draw. That's it. That's out with a whimper. Out with a whimper. Ouch. But lo and behold, 6 wins, 3 losses. I'm going to take that any day of the week. We get 5 packs, 1,800 gems. So even if we had paid premium price for this here premium draft, we would have actually come out with a profit. We have 5 packs of Eldraine. I am very happy with the results of that. It is all that I had wanted and more. We are very close to another quick draft. And as you can see, 1 month in, we are able to go over and grab the Mastery Pass. But before we do that, let's spin the wheel. We're going to spin the wheel because this free-to-play account is going to be building everything out slowly over time. That is another rare for our Azorius Artifacts deck. We will dismiss, and then we're just going to open them all. Let's see how many rare wild cards we get. That's a lot of rares. And of course we got an uncommon. Is that an uncommon? That's a common. Oh, well, that's a shame. We got a common wild card. Fantastic. We get Talian's Messenger. The Garuff Triplets. I actually really like this card. I think it's fantastic. It's a good draw. Aggravated Assault. That gives us like extra turns, right? Or extra attack phases. The Hex Mage. In this battlefield, you get a curse roll. Okay, it's actually a really good creature. Restless Cottage. That's fantastic. One of the better of the creature lands. This is good. And a Hardened Scales. We turned the thing. We got a rare wild card, 10 mythic rares, all the stuff. And let's come over and grab the Mastery Pass, and we are already very close to starting to get some of our stuff. We are going to get our very first pet, or as they're going to start calling them, companion. We got a new avatar, the little fairy boy. That sounds fine, and let's do it. Yes. Of course, we're going to set that as default. We're going to set these as default, and we're going to set this as default. The free-to-play account grows yet again, and we get 3 more packs. Awesome. That is fantastic. Everything a growing boy needs. We get card styles. We got some sleeves. We got a fairy. We got 3 more packs. And that's why drafting is far, far, far superior to just opening packs, because we just got that draft for absolutely free. We spent, there was that event that gave us a draft with 6,800 coins, right? Did that, went in, got some more coins back, and got tons of packs all over the place. We are doing phenomenal. Good card there. And you should actually wait till you're done drafting to open these, but we have so few cards that it doesn't really matter. A mythic wild card here. We're getting close to having a really big deck that we could build. And whatever that is, the Rat King. Good in rat decks. This card might actually show some viability in standard right now. But yeah, hey. Thanks for joining, guys. We did 6 wins in the arena on that thing. All of our wins today were from the discounted Premier Draft. We got 6 wins. We got 3 losses. It was good stuff all around. I want to thank you guys for joining today. If you stuck around this long, you guys are awesome. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all the YouTube things that the algorithm just absolutely loves. And I will see you next time in the arena. Bye.